friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to hell. Welcome to Finish Shit Friday. We're gonna try to finish the AOS 3.5 again. This will now be the third iteration of this build. I've had 2 bad ESCs so far, and there's actually a chance that this one will be bad too. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Only one way to find out, though, and I mean, it changed quite a bit. Which this third revision of it moved it over from DJI to Walksnail, which is kind of cool, and that took a bunch of time. So it's not just, yeah, it's this will be fun. This will be very cool. As soon as we get done with this, we can dive back into the Grinderino. But this takes gets preferential treatment because of something that I'm working on with GemFan related to it. So yeah, this does need to get done. We're gonna do mailbag in a little bit here. Put this up here. Get over here. Go right there. There we go. Yeah, little mailbag. You guys can check out my my bag, and I am a male, and I can pinch your nipples with these clippers. Not gonna happen. I won't do that to you. You know I won't do that to you. In the chat, what's happening, friends? Hockey Rounds was first, Riot 9, Terry Burnett, Bob Bruce, Northern Tier, Liam Weitzel, Anonymous, Wesley Clark, Mr. Dr. Death, Ciotti, Troy Prelog, Douglas Otwell, Hush LOS, Pauly Shortcuts, FP Avery, Mr. Dr. Death, Brandon Woodford, Pauly Shortcuts, Mick Mucus, Rock Crawler, Pauly Shortcuts. What's up, friends? If you want to talk to me direct, all you got to do in the chat is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, it'll light up an orange. I'll know you're talking to me. Bob Bruce says, what's going on, everyone in CiottiFPV? Mr. Dr. Death says, good eve, CiottiFPV and gang. FP Avery says, what's up, gang and Ciotti? Brandon Woodford says, what's going on, dude? Rock Crawler says, hey. What's up, friends? What's everybody doing on this Friday? How is everyone's... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how work was today. It's over. You're home. 7654. West Coast folks might not be home yet. But you'll be home soon, I swear. And all will be right with the world. This is that Meteor 65 frame that the little battery bay broke. And so I'm going to cut these ducts off to potentially use on a fractal build in the future. Don't throw, for the most part, don't throw tiny whoop frames away. Hang on to them. And if you want a no duct in view build, the fractal frame is amazing for that. And you're going to need some ducts. Whoa! I don't know where that went, man. That went fucking flying, though. Yikes! When you're cutting these ducts off, though, be careful. There are spots that are, like, load-bearing, and there are spots that are not, and they don't necessarily, like, always look like it. So be really careful. Be really mindful of where you're cutting. It's especially on this Meteor 65 frame, it's really easy to cut. There's a support that runs up, and so if you just quickly like cut through it, you'll cut the support to the duct off, and you'll ruin that duct. So just go slow and just look at it, and you'll see there's this one support that's shared with the that's shared between the duct and the internal bracing, and that's the one that you want to clip a little bit narrow, kind of. You want to leave a little bit more material on it. It was the one that I actually just did, which is what made me think about it. Yeah! You'll be alright, though. Just take your time. Go slow. No hurry. The Meteor 65 ducts, they're a good choice for a fractal build. They're not the absolute lightest, but they're the lightest with good durability. The Happy Model ducts are the lightest, but they're so fragile. So yeah, I would not really recommend them. To be honest, though, with the fractal build, if you're going to be crashing, I would not use these ducts. The magic of the Meteor 65 frame is that it's that the ducts are very like loose and weak, sorta. Not weak. Weak's not the word. They're very bendy. And so on a plastic frame, that bendiness saves the motors, because when you hit hard, it deflects rather than holding it firm. my big issue with the fractal frame is that during crashes, it holds the motor secure because the motor is bolted down to a piece of carbon fiber. And that, for me, ends with many, many, many broken motor shafts or bent motor shafts. So, yeah, I'm not... I run the fractal frame on the cinematic builds that are not going to get crashed. But any builds that are going to get crashed, I stay really far away from the fractal frames for that one main reason. And, like, it's not just me being pedantic or me just saying that. Like, I've got a rig that we were talking about the other day that has way, 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 way less batteries through it than other identical weight rigs, and the motors on that rig that was on a carbon fiber base plated frame. It actually is not a fractal frame, but it's another carbon fiber base plated frame. Those motors are just destroyed. It's just, it's just material science, I guess. If you hold something steady and then you put a bunch of energy into it and crashes, there's going to be no absorption. It's going to just have to take all of that energy and just eat it. And in the process of eating it, it dies. In our case, if the motors were stronger, if the motors had 1.5 millimeter motor shafts, it wouldn't be an issue. So you could argue that, all right, well, then I'm just going to put the snow blowers or the iGao motors onto it. You're gonna wind up with something that's really heavy at that point. Like if you're doing a fractal 75, yeah, sure. If you're doing a 65, though, I would not recommend that. So yeah, fractal 65 frame is for ultra lightweight, cinematic, no duct in view rigs that you're not really going to crash because there really aren't any motors that make sense there. The fractal frame and duct, it's a little bit heavier. So you're going to do an 0702, a really high kV 0702 to make up for that. It's going to do two things. It's going to give you good power and it's going to bring the weight down. You're running the lightest weight motor that's got the highest kV, for which has potential for the most power. Not always, but it's got potential. And then, yeah, you're going to run bi-blades. And that's a really interesting little cinematic-ish kind of setup there. You can do it with Walksnail. I plan on it at some point here. Or you can just have a really cool analog rig. That drift chasing video here on YouTube, my most recent edit, that was filmed with the fractal rig. And it's great. It's really, really good. There it is, friends. 4 perfectly good little Meteor 65 black ducts ready to go for... I'm starting to hoard these. Like every time a frame dies, I do this, and now I have a bunch. So like if you're doing a fractal build and you need some jam, hit me up. I got the jam, yo. I will call your attention to this little fella here. Hold on. Look at the little Mavic. He's hanging out, yo. Look at him. Hold on, it's hard to see. Can I do it with this cam? Look at him. Look at him back there. Look at that little guy. He's just sitting on the shelf. He's like, hi, I got my controller here. I'm waiting to be flown, bro. You never fly me. Please fly me. I flew him in Helen. I actually just exported a little like 60-second whatever from Helen, Georgia, with the that I on my laptop over here. That's, I don't know. That's whatever. I'm always thrilled when I remember to run the Mavic. It doesn't happen often, but it happens every once in a while. There he is. Little guy. Little fella. Look at him. Hi, guys. Hi. Hey, guys. Hello. Okay. Enough of that. Oh, fart. Now I gotta do all the things. Hold on. Okay. Scooch this guy over here. Oh. Okay, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. Nope, that's the wrong way. There we go. And then, where do I usually yell and scream from? Right around here? Yeah, there we go. I'm back. Yeah. You know, might as well look cool sitting on the shelf instead of being all cooped up in a little fancy low pro bag. What's new, friends? Shirt of the day is from FPV Cycle. A long sleeve t-shirt action. I was out in the backyard trying to help Maggie with some yard work and just got annihilated by mosquitoes. And I haven't changed my shirt since then. Hold on. I gotta look something up real quick. There's something coming. It's coming. There's a thing that's coming that should be pretty cool. And I gotta see if it's this. If it's tomorrow or next week. Come on. Okay, it's next weekend. Next weekend. Okay, cool. No sweat. So this Sunday, I don't know what we're gonna do. At some point, we're gonna take this rig apart on these 802s. What's this battery? Is it charged? And we're gonna put it onto Screamer 0702 32,500 kV Screamers, and we're gonna confirm that I cannot feel the difference between 32,000 and 32,500 kV. But that's okay. That's a good thing. It will begin a durability test. We're gonna put a set of fresh Screamers on this rig and just batter the living hell out of it as we do, and we will see if they're any more durable. They could be. They have a knurled shaft, don't we all? That's the dream, isn't it? They've got a knurled motor shaft, so they should be more resistant. I mean, they will be more resistant to the bell slipping on the motor shaft. I don't really have that happen very often, though. I think that's only maybe happened to me once with these tiny whoop motors, but you know, I would rather it have happened 0 times. So it's a good thing that there's some words eluded him. It's a good thing that there's more variety and improvement being done to the products that we fly. You know what I mean? It's nice that they're not just. It's just not another KV, right? Like it's nice when products improve over time rather than just get less winds and more RPM and stuff like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like especially with micros, we are in a situation where just getting new motors with different KVs is a really big deal, and it really helps us to continue to find that perfect combination. Look at that little pack of batteries. Is that not satisfying? Does that not tickle your pickle? That's what sits over here on my desk and just stares at me and says, "Fly me! Fly me, you big bastard! I'm just sitting here. Send me to my death." There's a fly in here. God, I got so eaten by mosquitoes. I have like PTSD from it. Okay, so this can shift. I thought this was going to be tomorrow, or Sunday rather, but it's not. Got another week for that. Okay, cool. What's next, friends? What are we doing first? Mailbag or working on the quad? Mailbag it is. Hey! No, wait, let's get caught up on chat. Rockcrawler says, hey, CiottiFPV and Gangly Gang. Mr. Dr. Death says, how are you doing? Liam says, yo, CiottiFPV and Gang. Have been bending and slipping a lot of motors lately. Do you know of any more durable motors? Are 802 1.5 millimeter more durable even with the added weight? Liam also says, I'm using 0702 rockets. OFC. What's OFC? Of course, right. Of course it is. 0702 rockets. Are those the tiny whoop? Red jams? Yeah, red rockets. So pretty much all of the 702s, other than the newbie drones, are made by Happy Model. So there really aren't any that are going to be significantly more durable. But as I was just mentioning, actually, the Weebleed FPV 0702 version 2 motors, the 32,500 is only version 2. They did not make this in version 1. So if you get the 32,500s, they do have a knurled motor shaft where it meets the bell. So you should not have any of those shaft slippage issues anymore. So yeah, get yourself a set of streamers. Hey, this is my full-time job. Speaking of getting yourself a set of streamers, do me a favor and use my affiliate link. My affiliate links are one of the totally free ways that you beautiful people can support me so I can keep doing these live streams 10 hours a week, every single week until the dawn of time. Right down here, Weebleed FPV. This is my affiliate link to that website. Replace your bookmark with it. Make your life easy. Replace your suggestion here. If you just go to the URL bar and type in Weebleed, you can go over to the right here and cancel out that the recommendation. This is in Chrome. I don't know how you would do it in Safari or Firefox or Netscape, but you can kill all of those suggestions, and then you can come here and hit my affiliate link once, maybe twice, and now when you open up a tab and type We for Weebleed, it still won't go. You have to hit it a couple times. You have to really like tell the browser that this is what you want. So I'm just holding Command to just open it up in a bunch of different tabs. This is now told the browser like, hey man, this is the link that I want to go to. This affiliate link. Every time I go to Weebleed, I want to go to this affiliate link here, right? So now I can close these tabs out and let's see if it worked. All right, so now open up a new tab. We'll type We. No, it's not working. It's supposed to work. No, there it is. There it is. But it's wanting to go to Wells Fargo instead. What if I hit this? I wonder if I hit the link a couple times here. No, it's pretty hell-bent on going to Wells Fargo. Well, we tried. Hey, there it is, there it is, there it is. Now it's suggesting it. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so you can do that if you have a minute and you want to support your buddy. Patreon helps me out the most. You can join for as little as 7.5 cents per hour of live streaming content that I do every month. That's $3 a month. If you go up to the $5 a month, though, you can get in on some giveaways. $5, $10, and $20 a month will enter you into Tiny Whoop and Toothpick giveaways for $5, 3-inch micro brushless and Cinewhoop giveaways for $10, 5-inch giveaways for $20. So yeah, join the Patreon. It's the one thing that you can do that helps me out the absolute most. Who's going to join it tonight? Somebody join the Patreon tonight. Let's get the train rolling again. We had a really good run last month of like a new person joining every single live stream. And I want to give you guys shout outs and say your names because, you know, it's fun. So yeah, who's it going to be tonight, yo? Patreon is an awesome website too, for the record. Like, don't just join mine. Go surf around. There's some really cool people doing some really cool shit on there. I spend about $100 a month on Patreon supporting other people, and I always will. Like it means a lot to them, and there's people doing really cool shit on there. So it's like well worth it. You can work one-on-one with me over on Fiverr. Take advantage of 7+ years of FPV experience, and I'll answer any questions you've got, help you fly better, tune better, build better. Stop buying ESCs for $100 that catch on fire. I know the ones that don't. Over on Etsy, there's some fun stuff for sale. Over on Teespring, there's some fun stuff for sale. If you want to do a super chat, but you don't want YouTube to take 30%, you can use this PayPal button, and then in the chat, just say, yo, Ciotti, check your PayPal. And then I've got a shitload of other affiliate links here. Newbie Drone, FPV Cycle, Amazon, Get FPV, Guide, Brain 3D, HD0, Flymoo, Emacs, Banggood, Camera Brother, AliExpress. If you're ordering from any one of those websites and you use my affiliate link before you check out, I will get 1 to 6% of your order total. Amazon, I know you're ordering stuff from Amazon. I know you are. Use my affiliate link every single time, and I'll spend the money on more FPV stuff. And health insurance. What you know about that? There's my shill friends. That's how you support me if you like these streams and want to see them keep on going. Yikes. All right. Shorts are weird, man. Good Lord, Gran Turismo made $53.8 million this weekend. That's wild. That's actually based on a true story, believe it or not. The very first, they call it GT Academy, Gran Turismo Academy. Jesus, it was a while ago. It was back in the days of a Gran Turismo Sport, so we're talking like 5, maybe 6 years ago. The fellows over at Polyphony and Sony, for Gran Turismo Sport, which was a very online-based Gran Turismo game, the most yet, they had a competition, and they said, hey, everybody digitally put your lap times in, and then the top 20 people will fly out here for a big competition, and the winner of everything gets an actual seat in a real race car. And this was back when sim racing was pretty established, but it wasn't like it is today. Like today, it is very obvious that like sim racers make good drivers and can transition into the real world very successfully. But when Gran Turismo did this, it was not as obvious. And this was one of the first times that we really got to see it, which was super cool. And yeah, they've done, they called it GT Academy, and it was a huge success. And this is the story of the I forget his name now, but the kid, of course, they're all really young ninjas, that won it. And yeah, super cool. And I'm glad that the movie's doing well, because apparently they were pretty faithful to a lot of the stuff that really happened. What is this? Blah 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 blah. Oh God. Blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, it's stupid. That car looks like it's broken. Okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'll show you guys. Like, no, you're dumb, and I'm gonna beat you with a stick. All this is a little child crying for attention, and they don't care that all of the attention that they get is negative, just like a little baby child. It's just the dumbest thing on the entire planet. It's just so stupid. Farts. Where is... There it is. Liam, the end of your the end of my answer to your question is that the one of the things that you would not, one of the reasons that I'm not going to recommend you go to 802s, first of all, there is no improvement in durability. Other than, I mean, technically speaking, the 1.5 millimeter motor shaft ones would have a slight improvement, but yeah, it's not what you want. Those 802s are for a 75 motor to motor rig with a 1.6 inch prop. For a 65 millimeter rig, you want 702s. 702 is going to bring the all up weight down of the rig significantly, which is going to make it crash better. So you're already on 702s. You're already nice and light. You're just putting a bunch of stress into the motors, and there's only so much that they can take. You know, feel good that tiny whoop motors are really inexpensive, right? So you can replace them for like $10 a motor or so. That's a good thing. But yeah, I would move over to the Weebleed FPV 702s, which are the V2s, which are now knurled motor shaft. I don't know if, my guess is that the newer batches of tiny whoop motors are also knurled shaft. I don't know that for a fact though. So yeah, I would give the Screamers a shot. If you don't want 32,500 kV, just motor limit it down in Betaflight in the PIDs tab, and I'll be right with the world. Riot9 says GT7 apparently has free extra content from the movie. Need to see a hard-tuned ambulance race. Yeah, they the most recent update to Gran Turismo 7 had an ambulance in it, the specific livery from the GT Academy R35 GTR race car, and some other stuff. Mr. Dr. Death says, nope, Liam says, thank you. You're certainly welcome, brother. Mr. Dr. Death says, what is your biggest hint? What is your biggest hint that you are the king of micros can give me as a tiny whoop noob who wants to switch from angle to acro mode? There really aren't any hints to switching from angle to acro. You just have to do it. You just have to decide, like, you're going to put your big boy pants on now, and you're going to suck for a week or two, but you're just going to smash your face into it, and eventually you're going to be fine. I remember I was very resistant to switch because it is really hard, but it's really worth it. And you know, crashing a tiny whoop doesn't really matter. Like that's the thing. When you switch from angle to acro with tiny whoops inside the house, you just crash nonstop. But that's okay. We've got turtle mode and clean your house so that you can turtle mode back over and you don't have to take the walk of shame over and over and over again. And just be super happy that we've got turtle mode, you know what I mean? And just crash a lot. That's, you know, in motorsport, we couldn't crash. You know, we had to push towards the limit. And when we got near the limit, if it was really important, we would maybe push a little bit farther. Typically, we would back off, though, because crashing was infinitely expensive and pretty dangerous. You know, people get hurt. People get killed in motorsport. Not very often, but it happens. FPV, you can crash 1,000 times, and you're never going to get hurt. I mean, unless you're smacking yourself with a 5-inch rig, but, you know, with a tiny whoop, you're good. So take advantage of that, right? Like, it's one of the amazing things about FPV is that you can crash thousands of times, and if you build the rig right, you might not even need to repair the damn thing. God forbid you have to repair it. But yeah, take sort of advantage of one of the coolest parts of FPV is that we can just smash the shit out of these things, and it's super safe, is my recommendation. Ramdonga went to the beach today, and there were so many mental, annoying dogs. So the thought came into my mind about dog advice. I've got no dog advice for you. Stay away from him. That's my advice. Don't stay away from him. Teddy's okay. Our little puppy is he's getting better, actually. He's getting noticeably better. Thank God. I was about to throw his ass into the street. Although he takes care of that himself now. He's become a runner. He just runs away. Guess what time it is? time for mailbag. I really did it that whole time. I held it that entire time. This is a box from CiottiFPV. Thank you so much, brother. He put a little post-it note on the inside of the box that says swag bag. Very cool of him. He was shipping me something, and he had a bunch of other stuff floating around that he threw in for you beautiful people. And so let's go digging through it, yo. Let's see what CMYK sent me and you. Probably shortcuts hit a squirrel. It's probably alright. It's probably alright. Probably alright. Oh, I almost lost a sticker. Almost missed a sticker. It was in the bottom of the box. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, that didn't go where I wanted it to. We've got some stickers. We've got Sparkle Kit. Sparkite Kit. Sparkite. Sparkite KT. What is it? SPAR. Here, I'm going to type it. How do you pronounce this? I'm not going to be able to tell because you guys can only type. Sparkite KT. That's it. That's what I'm trying to pronounce. Little sticker action. A little fat strap sticker. We've got a Rotor Rye sticker, or Rotor Rye, as Drew Camden tends to pronounce it. Little Fly Tribe magazine sticker, and then a Fat Straps card. And then look at these, yo, some Bing Bong Fuck Your Life cup holders. I'm gonna be putting these into all of the giveaways for a while here. What is it? The Bing Bong thing is Taco Bell, right? And then is the Fuck Your Life like because you're gonna have diarrhea? Is that the deal? Is that what it means? Hockey Round says, click that like button, friends. I agree. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. There it is, yo. It's a really cool design. Really cool design. CMYK is a goddamn ninja, yo. That dude knows what's what. I'm gonna keep a couple of these for myself because I'm a greedy bastard. But then the rest are going to you beautiful people. Bing Bong! F your life. F it! NYC Street Talk on YouTube. That's what it's from. Really? What the hell's that for? What? Why do I not know anything? Why do I not know any of the things? I just used one of the cup holders, yo. Just now. Cool. So I'm going to put these back here as a reminder for the giveaway. This coming Monday is a giveaway stream, speaking of. Little Rotor Rye bread. Little baggy thing here. I have a bunch of these. I love these for putting propellers in. These are really what I they're just perfect. They're perfect for putting propellers in. They're just the right size. You can put a whole shitload of them in there. I have a bunch of these though, so I think I'm going to throw this into a giveaway coming up, which is super cool. Thank you, CMYK. And then we've got a couple of these really nice newbie drone battery straps. I already have a ton of these, so these are going to be for giveaways as well. This is super cool. I think I'm actually going to keep this. This is a... actually, I think that Azalea might end up wearing this, but I really like this. This is from Say Andrea. She's up in New York, great graphic designer. And yeah, she's got a whole line of soft-mounted apparel. So yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this. This is super cool. I almost bought this from Get FPV at some point. I don't know if I'm really meant for this kind of hat. I think it makes my head look kind of small, but I do like it, and it is warm as hell, and I love that it says soft mounted on it. So I think this is mine. There's a chance that this will end up in a giveaway, but I doubt it. I think that's mine. I think that's staying in the family. Yeah, that's what it was. CMYK is sending back this prop drilling kit from FPV Cycle. For a very short amount of time, FPV Cycle sold this excellent little... get out of there. Get out of there. This awesome little CNC milled kit to perfectly drill 1.5 millimeter regular old T-mount propellers out to 2 millimeter in the center, so that it'll work on the motors with the 2 millimeter motor shafts. And yeah, I let CMYK borrow it for a little while, and now he has moved away from that style of motor to like a regular motor, regular T-mount motor. And then these are, oh my god, this is like 1,000,000 little tiny whoop screws. Newbie drone. It's 100 of the little canopy screws. Holy Christ. So if you need tiny whoop canopy screws, good lord, do I ever have you covered. Thanks to CMY. Awesome. Oh my god, a clear Mobula canopy. Look at that. Awesome. Set of the regular old FR Sky thumbsticks. Ooh, a couple of the Fly 533 thumbsticks. That's I think this is Fly 533. That's super cool. I'm digging on that. Oh, this is the rest of... Is this another kit? What? Hold on. No, this is the rest of the... No, this is a... I think this is another prop drilling kit. Did he manage to snag another one, I guess? I gotta catch up with him. Paulie Shortcuts with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. He says healthcare payday, helping me out before my wife makes me budget. Thanks, brother. That's super cool of you. 666 goes to 676. Thank you so much. Very cool of you, my friend. Mr. Dr. Death says, thanks, and yes, that's exactly what I tried, but motion sickness kicks hard. We'll keep going. Hope I'll make progress. Even if you don't think you're making progress, Mr. Dr. Death, you are. We get very spoiled with periods of like massive growth in FPV. It's not always going to be like that. Like there are going to be, especially like as you get better and better, the gains will be smaller and smaller. And there's going to be a point where you don't feel like you're getting any better. You'll look at your footage from like a week or two ago and you'll be like, what the hell? I was better back then. What's going on? What's going on is that you're being way more critical on your of your flying. And that's a big part of getting better. That's a really important part of getting better. The people that are the best at most things are the people that kind of hate themselves the most, because they hate themselves and they spend a lot of time shitting on themselves, and when you shit on yourself, you figure out ways to improve. So yeah, it's kind of weird, but it's there for sure. And like also, you know, initially you pick like all the low-hanging fruit. You make all the easy improvements. After all that fruit is gone, you got to reach up higher. Maybe even got to get a ladder out. So like as you get better, you just have to work harder and harder and harder and harder to continue. And what you're trying to do is get good at flying with no safety net in a very small confined space. Like you're trying to do something really difficult by flying acro inside. You know, I've got thousands of batteries into it, and you see me fly. I've crashed 18 times a battery, right? So sure, I crashed trying to do ridiculous stuff, but still, it's very, very, very difficult. Some more CMYK stickers. These are my favorite of his stickers right here. And then this is cool. This is a little glittery, holographic-y design. I love it. I'm keeping these, yo. I love CMYK stickers. I put them all over the damn place. These go here, and then we've got a fly trap bag as well. This is actually my favorite of the prop bags. It's a little bit smaller than the Rotorai bag, but it's this material that is propeller proof. You can throw raw props in here and they won't stab through the bag, which is just amazing. And then there's some goodies in here as well. Let's dig them out real quick. Yeah. Yo, I am bagged up. I got mad bags. We've got a Fly Tribe magazine lanyard. This is going to be in with the giveaways for sure. And then 2 of these really cool little Rotor Riot nut drivers, and I'm assuming that these are hex, so you can probably, maybe they're not hex. Does the end cap come off here? It's these little guys. They're very cool looking. The beauty of these things, though, is that you can put extra bits in the handle. For example, this is the one that I fly on airplanes with because it was free. I have a really big, really nice $40 one, but this was free with a quad box at some point, and so like pretty much the same size, right? It doesn't have the nut driver on the front, but inside the handle is M1.5, M2, M2.5, and M3. So yeah, Rotor Riot, come on now. A little bit of a missed opportunity there, but that's okay. How is this driver part held in? There's a set screw on the side. It looks like it's just a round connection. Like, these two look interchangeable. Hold on. If this is a hex connection in here, then I can just swap this handle out. It is not. It is a round connection point with a flat spot for the hex to sit on. Interesting. Looks like a giveaway item to me. Nice to have kicking around your bag, that's for sure. Thank you, dude. We've got the new Rotor Riot teal lanyard, which is just like, so this is the same manufacturer, I believe, that makes the Newbie drone lanyards, and it's this like a little bit thicker, but like really plush, really soft, really nice material. This is like the most comfortable lanyard on Earth, and yeah, you can get it from Newbie Drone, or there's this cool teal Rotor Riot version. Okay, put that guy there. And then we've got some skids, some white skids and some green skids. These will be in the giveaways as well. So a lot of really cool stuff. Thank you so much, CMYK. Everybody in chat, thank CMYK. Thank him by hiring him. Get some graphic design done, and let the man do it for you. He'll do a great job. He charges very reasonable rates, and yeah, you'll have really cool graphic design. Have him do a logo for you, have him do a menu for you, I don't know. Have him do something. He's an amazing member of our little community, and yeah. Consider myself lucky to call him a personal friend. And he just sent a whole bunch of stuff for your guys' giveaways. Some of this stuff you'll have a chance at winning Monday night, September 4th. Tonight It is September 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I did the math correctly. I'll be damned. I've got a little tripod coming for this beautiful Shure MV7 mic. So these dulcet tones will be that much more dulcet in the next couple of days. You'll be able to hear my real voice. That's all my voice. It'll just be less echoey. Some people are into that. Right 9 says, no brown skids? No brown skids. Only in my pants. The only skid marks are in my pants, sir. Where they should be. Where they belong. What's up, sloths? Sloth life. Is that our mailbag? Let's do a double. We're gonna do a double mailbag. This is a box that I put in a weird spot and I forgot all about it. This is another set of nice, fresh, Tiny Whoop batteries from WeBleedFPV. Oh boy, I cut that like a gorilla. So let's get these in the rotation. This is 4 more. These will replace the red marker batteries that are starting to get a little weak. I gotta pick another color for these. I think these are gonna be the silver. There's gonna be a silver batch of batteries. Tiny Whoop batteries are more resilient than you would think, but they're still not all that resilient. Like there is a real limit. So yeah, these folded cell batteries are staggeringly good, but they're still tiny little batteries that we over discharge like absolute murder pants. This batch is going to be green. So when you get a batch of batteries, I use these metallic Sharpies. Quickest way to do it is to line all the batteries up like this in your little hand. You want to put a mark on them somewhere that you're not going to rub it off. So like the sides of the battery you tend to grab and you rub it off. Take your little batteries like this and then just draw a little line with your little green marker down the side of them in the front. And now you will know that these 4 batteries are your most recent batch, and when you put a battery on your quad that's green, you'll be like, ooh, this is gonna be a fresh one. This is gonna be a good battery. After, I don't know, 100 cycles, let's say, the batteries will start to I'm not gonna say shit the bed, but like they will not be anywhere near as powerful as they were initially. And putting some kind of a marking on them really helps out with that. And so there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna come over here and pull these 2 red batteries here, replace them with these 2 green boys, and then, well, shit, these 2 reds are the only ones. So I got a couple extra green buddies. So yeah, this is the end of these are the last 3 red marker folded cell batteries. They still perform pretty decent. There was a 4th, but it puffed or something weird happened to it. So we're down to 3. What else is in this little box here? This is the box with these really cool little iFlight, I believe, canopies, which I still don't know how to mount the camera into. Does anybody recognize this canopy? This Tiny Whoop canopy? There are 4 screw holes on the inside, which appear to be some sort of a battery mount, a camera mount, but there's nothing in here to actually mount the camera with. It's an interesting looking little canopy. A little bit bigger than it needs to be, but I can't help but wonder what the mounting setup is. CMYK is in the house. CMYK, what did you get another one? There look to be two. How are there two? What's happening there? Did you manage to snag one and you sent it because you're not doing the 2 mil motor thing again? Right 9 says it's the canopy from the finishing AOS stream. That it is. We've got a couple of fractal. Are these 65s? Yeah, 2 fractal 65s. One of these I'm gonna use for a cinematic fractal 65. The other one is just gonna be an extra frame. This is the package with this little ultra short left-hand circular polarized antenna for the cinematic walk snail build that's going to be in that frame actually, so that's kind of cool. Although first I think I'm going to use it on the 75mm walk snail. Picked up 2 and kept 1. Return yours. Have an extra for giveaways or whatever you want. Very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. So there's 2 of these things now. If you need to drill props out from 1.5mm to 2mm, message me. I will send you one of these kits. We will just basically rent these kits out because you're not going to do that forever. So we'll rent the kit out like I did with the original one that I sent to CMYK, and then when you're done with it, you send it back. If you send it back with a second one like CMYK did, I'll have another one to rent out to folks. So that's awesome. Some BT 2.0 leads. I just randomly ran out of those. Another one of these iFlight frames that I don't know what to do with because none of the AIOs that I can find fit in the damn thing. I guess you would need like a cross-style AIO to put in here. I don't know why you would do that though. There are other frames that are, I don't know. I was about to say lighter, but not that much lighter. I don't know. Maybe there's some magic to that frame that I just don't know about. And then this is a little bag of M1.7 by 10s, which I will need for that fractal build, which is very cool. This box had originally come from, oh no, this is the box itself is from Weebleed, but a couple of these things, like those M1.7 by 10s, came from, it might have been Kevin Sumner. Mr. Dr. Death says, any good recommendations for 1S 450, 550 lipo for Meteor 75 Pro? I heard those beta FPV lipos are bad, true bullshit. Yeah, the beta FPVs are no good. Mainly just because they're not folded cell. You want the Weebleed or Tiny Whoop folded cell 450s. I think they're made by the same place, just like the 300 mAh folded cells. So pick whichever ones you want. But I've got a bunch of the Weebleed ones, and they're great. They work really, really well. Folded cell, BT 2.0, 450, good to go. Those will be your best bet for sure. And then a whole bunch of stickers from Weebleed, which are going to go into Monday's giveaways. Bing bong, F your life, sir. F it. Get out of here, boxes. All right, we're good. This is, you know what? I'm gonna make a little build bag with the fractal 65, and yeah, that's how I'm gonna remind myself to do the things in the place. So it's going to be fractal frame. It's going to be that. Hold on. Where's the other? Where's the? Here it is. So let me actually put this in here. Yeah, I don't know if this build is gonna stay together. I'm having a hard time with this build that's got the heat shield on it. Like, I want to leave the heat shield on it, but I also kind of don't. I don't know. But I really do want to have a 65 millimeter walk snail build that's in a fractal frame, so that there are no ducts in view, and also so that the camera is slammed down nice and low. I don't know if I should take my existing walk snail build apart to do that, or if I should do a fresh build with another walk snail light. It would be nice to have a second walk snail light set up, but I don't fly them like that much, so I don't know. The existing walk snail build, though, it's in that nice strong canopy. Like it's kind of a durable build. Like, I can kind of do some freestyle-y stuff with it. If I were to do another build like that in the fractal frame, I could. It would just be a cinematic build. It wouldn't take any real abuse. So I could use a slightly lower kV motor, right, to get a little bit more throttle resolution out of it. I don't know. We'll see. The problem that I would have, though, is that build is already kind of heavy. So putting it into the fractal frame is going to make it even heavier, which I don't love the idea of. So it's tough. It's tough to kind of justify that, especially if I'm going to go down in kV, right, to get more throttle resolution. But again, it's for like a cinematic-ish build. So I don't know. It's a little bit of a toss-up. Look at this little blue Happy Model frame, just waiting to explode immediately. These are some of the most fragile frames. All right, cool. So we've got a fractal build bag started here for a cinematic walk snail 65 millimeter rig for chasing them little RC drift cars. I have not been in a while. I've not been in about a month to chase the little RC drift cars. I started 2 edits, and then it just kind of slowed down the process of gathering a shitload more footage. I have a tendency to like stop piling up footage until I have some of the edits done, and that's kind of where I'm at now. So yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad, but Mr. Dr. Death says, thanks, you're certainly welcome. Quirk says, is the point of the fractal frames just to be more durable? It's quite the opposite. The fractal frames, the weak point of Tiny Whoops in terms of durability are the motors. The motor shaft, the shaft that goes through the middle of the motor, is only 1 millimeter in diameter, and it's very weak. That is what will bend or break before any other part of a Tiny Whoop. Unfortunately, any kind of a carbon fiber based frame is going to make that situation orders of magnitude worse, because you are firmly mounting, strange noise upstairs, the motor to something that's not going to give, right? Carbon fiber is very stiff. So with any frame that has a carbon fiber base on it, like the fractal, every single time you crash into something, the duct is going to deflect into the propeller, and the propeller is going to push into the motor, and it's going to try to bend that motor shaft. And it is going to bend that motor shaft pretty quickly. So yeah, the point of the fractal frames is to not have ducts in view. That is the one thing that the fractal frame does better than anything else. The sacrifice is it's going to be a heavier build. You're going to have less thrust because the carbon fiber is blocking some of the thrust that's coming down out the bottom of the motor, and tiny whoops don't have a lot of thrust anyway, so it's actually a really big deal. So it's heavier, it's going to make less thrust, it's less durable, it doesn't hold the camera as well. It just uses a little piece of TPU to hold the camera, so there's nothing to keep the camera from like twisting or changing up tilt. And it's a little bit more of a challenging build. It's not that challenging, but it's a little more challenging of a build. Like I said, the upside, though, is no props in view. Also, the camera sits very low. I will absolutely cop to that being a real benefit of this build. When you're flying really low to the ground, the camera is right at the ground. Right, see it there? And you can literally fly more comfortably lower to the ground with the fractal frames. Because the camera is so low, it literally helps you to not hit the ground. It's pretty slick. So yeah, basically the fractal builds are cinematic builds because you can't crash them because they'll ruin the motors. There's no ducts in view. That's very cinematic. And they don't fly that great because they're down on power, and the weight is up. So if you're looking for like a more cinematic tiny whoop, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's absolutely nothing that says in order to fly cinematic you have to have a Cinewhoop or some other big fancy thing that runs a GoPro. Fractal frame for sure. If you're looking to do freestyle, I definitely do not recommend it. You're going to go through a lot of motors, and you're going to sacrifice power and weight, and it just doesn't fly as good. But it's a very cool little build. Very, very, very slick little builds that is very fun to fly chasing the little RC drift cars. I have more fun chasing the little RC drift cars with this rig than any of the other ones. And this is kind of its final form. I got this small antenna in here to try to bring the weight back down. And then I forget what this camera is, but it looks really good. The camera leads are impossibly short, again, to try to keep the weight down. I could technically save a little bit of weight by shortening this up, but I just haven't had a chance quite yet. And then the ceramic antenna broke off, so I put the little piece of wire on there. So yeah, and these are custom dyed by Jesse. Meteor 65 frame ducts. Still can't believe I cut that thing up. But man, does it look good. Man, is this a hot looking little rig. FPV with a question. He says, I watched a little of Alanta NCL, didn't see any drone work. What's the story? Maybe I didn't watch enough of it. Apologies if you already covered it. Nope, I'll show you the problem. They held the Alanta NCL event at the Porsche Experience Center. And if you go to the map, here's the Porsche Experience Center. How do I zoom out? Let me zoom out, motherfucker. There's the Porsche Experience Center. There's one of the biggest airports in the entire world. And you'll notice the directions of the runways point directly at the Porsche Experience Center. When I was flying home from the NCL gig in Denver, Colorado, here's a picture I took when I was landing. maybe not. You jerk. How can I look at shit that's on my phone without logging into iCloud, since I can't seem to remember my effing password? iCloud documents, desktop, shared. No. Why is this shared? I don't want this to be shared. Don't, I didn't tell you to do that. Don't, what? At what point, why? What are you doing? What? Why are you, what? iCloud, piss off, don't. Why are you doing that? Why are you sharing all these folders? Nobody told you to do this. What is happening here? Stop sharing that. What? Why is there no option to not share? Share. No, I want you to not share. Don't share more. No. What? What are you doing? No, I want you to not share. Do not share. Who told you you could share this? I don't want you to share anymore. Why is there no option to all right, nothing works. Yeah, when I was landing on the airplane, right outside my window was the Porsche Experience Center, like 200 feet away. I was like, yeah, we ain't flying. And like, we tried. I put a waiver in with the FAA. The production company had an FAA rep that they were working with for like a month, and it was just a no-go. The only permission that they were able to get from their FAA rep was if somehow we could have given them exact coordinates from point A to point B with a ceiling of less than 50 feet, which would have been fine. The ceiling, that is. But yeah, we would have had to give them a start and an end point down to the minute. So we would have had like a minute to go from point A to point B, and we would have had to okay each individual. Like, we would have had to say like, okay, the race is going to start at 3 o'clock. So from 3 o'clock to 3:01, we're going to go from point A to point B. And then from 3:03 to 3:04, we're going to go from point A to point B. And then from 3:05 to 3:06, we're going to go from point A to point B. Which obviously, like, you can't, that doesn't work. So yeah, there's that. I'm really bothered by, now I know why my iCloud has been saying that it's filled up. It's for some reason begun to share everything on my desktop, which I don't understand how or why it would just start doing that. That seems incredibly not secure. And now nothing's working. File sharing. Aaron Ciotti's public folder. Yes, that's fine. But it's sharing way more than that. What the hell, dude? I guess there's sharing and then there's iCloud. But I don't... This is the worst. I hate everything. CMYK says, "How's the T-Bane gig?" It didn't happen. They just blew me off. I talked to them on Instagram, and they said to email them. I emailed them what they asked. I emailed them again to check in. They just totally blew me off. Didn't reply back to the email or on Instagram. I also messaged on Instagram, and yeah. Welcome to freelance life, yo. It happens a lot. People just, I think people get like embarrassed, like they if they don't have the budget, they don't want to like say that they don't have the budget. So instead, they just don't say anything. I don't care. It's like it's not your budget. Like you're not the person that's paying, right? Like just let me know. I kept that weekend open because it was like a really big gig, you know. Like if they contact me again, like I'll work for them, unless they do it again. If they pull this shit a second time, it's like, nah, man. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, screw you. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. There's this little share icon. I don't want that. I don't want it. Go away. Stop sharing my shit. I'm not telling you to do that. Okay. I clicked the little cloud icons and they seem to be going away. I think I fixed it. Ramdago says, Scramjet PC emulate Mac OS cheap. I'm going to go with yes. Let's work on this AOS 3.5, friends. Benchcam, what you got for me? You've got a very foggy image. This is the C920. Let's see if we can fix the focus. Maybe it'll fix itself, hopefully. No. Maybe. No. Maybe. There it goes. That's looking a little better. All right, cool. Frankly says, be careful what you're doing with desktop and iCloud that you think is sharing. I suspect you accidentally enabled syncing desktop document with iCloud. Do not delete. Yeah, I a minute ago, I in the one folder I highlighted all and I hit move to trash, and it moved everything off my desktop to the trash. I'm like, no. So I hit undo and it all came back. But it looks like, oh no, it's not working. I'm able to click the little clouds with the arrows on them, but then it doesn't do anything. I don't want this to be in iCloud. I don't want that. I didn't ask for it. I don't want that. Why are folders on my desktop sharing to iCloud when I didn't ask for that? Tell me, Google. With the introduction of Sierra, automatically syncs. Blah, 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 blah. All right, well, tell me how to not do it. All right. iCloud icon. All right, let's see. I should probably not let you guys see my Apple ID, so we'll just pull this out of here. Hey, here we go. iCloud Drive options. There we go. Documents. Let's uncheck that. Yep. Turn off. Hey, it's gone. Excellent. Fan. Not tastic. All right, they're back. Jesus, that made me poop a little. All right, so apparently they're... I see what's going on here. All right, I now know how to fix it. I need to copy them to the actual... I need to copy them to my actual desktop. I don't know. This is... I hate computers. I hate them. I hope they all burn in hell. I Don't start barking, doggo. They don't have the little logo. Nope, there's the logo again. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to... I gotta figure something out. I'll figure it out. All right, yo, let's get some work done on this AOS 3.5. I'm just gonna leave this open because this is where I need to do this. I just need to figure out how/where to copy this over to, so that those files don't disappear. Okay, I probably have them backed up anyway, but let's dive in. Let me move the chat over so I can see it from the bench. Frank says this is not a default option. Sometimes major OS updates, you're prompted asking if you want iCloud desktop document syncing. Did you select yes? Yeah, I would not have selected that. That's weird. I'm pretty good about reading stuff and not just hitting yes. Freeloader says, in my YouTube app, I keep having to turn off smart downloads every Monday or 3 weeks now. LOL. That's super annoying. It blows me away how... Yeah, these companies just turn their sharing shit on, like as if everyone has infinite bandwidth always. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay, so I think we're pretty much good to go. We've got, I've got to put some screws on the stack to hold the flight controller down. We soldered up the RunCam Nano was soldered up. I got to figure out where to put it. I'm probably just going to stick it down to the top of this guy. Maybe I can sneak it in here. Maybe. Probably not, though, because it's got the big bundle of wires coming off of it. And there's like a whole bunch of cable length here. If I put it up here, it'll gobble up some of this cable length, which is kind of fine. So I think I'm probably going to do that. Let's get this VHB off of it. That's been on it for a while. Good lord, it's 8:20 already? My god. CMYK says, services of the future. Money monthly, please. We will own nothing. Yeah, exactly. Come on, VHB. Get off of there. Man, it is such aggressive stuff, especially when you start to put heat into it. Good lord, VHB is just magical. Magical mystery substance of doom and gloom. Not really doom and gloom. Okay. Cut this guy here. And I'm just going to use a single piece. Sometimes I like to use a double stack of VHB on the Crossfire Nano in order to... Like, the bottom of it is not completely flat. So if you use two pieces of VHB, it allows you to get a little bit of a better, like, kind of contact patch with the adhesive. But we're going to just try a single on this one, because I don't want to cover up too much of the heat sink. I'm gonna be sticking this down to the top of the Walk Snail VTX heat sink, and I don't want to make it work less good as a heat sink, right? Like Walk Snail is getting hot, so I'm just gonna do a single layer here, and we'll see if it's enough to stick. All right, so let's put this right up here in the corner. I'm going to just basically use as much of this wire run as I possibly can. So I'm going to put it right up here in the corner. I'm going to give it some good, firm pushage. And get on there. Stay there, little friend. In theory, the first time this thing comes on, it'll get this VHB nice and hot, and it'll be there forever at that point. So this guy is going to get zip tie back here. I need a better solution for this, for the mounting of this crossfire antenna. Let me see if I have a couple of these guys that are set up as M2. I should have them. I've got a little box down here that says TPU on it, and inside of here there's a little what are these? These are the M3s. I should have a little baggie with, yep, there they are. There they are. Okay, so let's see if I have any M2 ones in here. All right, these blue guys are all massive, so those are all M3 mount. Yep. M3. Looks like so are these red ones. Purple ones. Damn, I thought that I had... Hey, here we go. That's them. Okay, M3. It looks like I'm going to be using my last couple. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe these are from Brain 3D. Ooh, is this another set? Ooh, this is another set. Sweet. Yeah, Brian from Brain 3D custom made these for me. And so you should be able to order them. If you just order... So these are just the crossfire mounting. Man, that's what these are over here. Why is it not... It's super loose on here. Hold on. Wow, yeah, okay, that ain't right. I guess there's different diameters of M2 standoffs, would be my guess. Let me take a quick look here. Hold on. So this is an M2 standoff here. Oh yeah, look at that. I'll be damned. Yeah, this black M2 standoff is much thicker. What the hell? What the hell? This is the purple one that I'm currently using, but this is the... Oh, yeah, that is much bigger. Much bigger. So what I'll do is I'll just replace the two rear standoffs with these black ones. Yeah, everything will be cool. So, okay, let me just move this out of the way, and we'll just really quickly pop this guy off. Wow, I did not realize that. That is good to know. All right. And easy, phone, easy. Easy. Upcoming calendar event. What is it? Do you guys know that this alarm calendar event noise is you cannot disable it? That is a forced... If you turn an audible alarm on an iPhone on your calendar, there's a bug where it will only use that sound. It is terrible. Because when the phone is turned up really loud, holy shit is that obnoxious. Like, it's kind of funny for the first, like, dozen times, but then, like, when it happens somewhere that you need to be quiet, it's just like, yo, that's not great. Yeah, there's no way to change the... last I checked, I checked a few weeks ago, there's no way to change the sound effect. Well, there is a way to change it, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't, like, actually change. Yeah, it's a bug, supposedly. Crazy shit, man. Okay, we are good. Back in business, and I don't even need these other ones. The ones that are on it are the right diameter, so I didn't even need to get this TPU box out. But that's okay. Now we know, and now all you guys know too. So let's pop this up, and we'll mount this over here again. All right. Yes, this is an awful big antenna for just a little 3-inch rig, but the shorter crossfire antennas really don't work well at all. So at this point, like, I'm either going to run crossfire on a big ass antenna like this, or I'm going to go to ELRS. And I already have this all wired up, so I'm not going to ELRS on this thing. This is totally fine. So I'm going to zip tie to this to this standoff so it sits up here. Let me actually knock that out right now real quick. So, and then I'm just going to leave this antenna kind of hanging out the back like this. It's somewhat firmly mounted. So let's go like that, I think. I think that's going to be best bet. Okay. Denzel the Turbo says, I got $20 for the healthcare fund if you get to hover test tonight. It is 8:32. All right, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. That is a completely reasonable antenna setup right there. That'll be totally fine. There it is! Okay. So, that's looking good. It's pushed up against there, but that's completely fine. This crossfire antenna can just kind of hang out here. And then... I did not make a note of like which UARTs anything is on, which was a mistake. I also need to move this camera into the front cage. So let's knock that out super quick here. These are the screws that come with the DJI camera. I think I'm just going to reuse. No, they're not. No, they're not. These are screws that I subbed in. Okay. So this camera cage sits like this on that, right? Sits like that, yep. So this camera uses the double screw mount, so that's cool. Get that in there. And these screws are too long, of course. Yeah, much too long. Damn it. Okay, the search for super short screws begins. So I think this is an M2 by 4, but let's just confirm it by taking another M2 by 4 and holding it up next to it. Yep, that's pretty much it. What about this little titanium one? Nope, that's no shorter. So I basically need M2 by 3, which I do have some of. Not a lot, but I have some. But I'll bet you that these are too short. Watch this. Watch this! Yeah, these are going to be too short. These are like way shorter. Is there like an M3.5 somewhere maybe? Nope, that's the same length. Ooh, that one's shorter. Okay, that one's a little bit shorter. That one seems to be M3.5. Let's see if I can find some more. Nope. Nope, that's one of the longer ones. It's a socket head, which I love. Nope, that's one of the longer ones. Hey, that's one of the shorter ones. Yes, 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 yes. We got 2. Come on. Yes, yes, yo! Where's number 3? Is this number 3? Nope, he's one of the longer ones. Oh, how about this? Nope, that's one of the longer ones. Oh. Is that one? Come on. Nope, that's a longer one. Damn it, yo! What is that? No, that's a totally different looking screw. Well, hold on. It does look kind of shorter, though. Nope, it's a longer one. Oh my god, what is happening? Why are there only 2? There's got to be more than 2. Please be more than 2. Nope, that's one of the longer ones. Ooh! Ooh, this isn't frustrating at all. I might need to put the nerd goggles on to see these little bastards. There are a couple of titanium ones in here. Look at this. They're a little bit longer, though. Shit sticks. Hold on. I gotta put the nerd goggles on. CMYK says, anybody tried the new 20x20 SpeedyB stack yet? Lots of people. And a lot of people are having good luck with it. It's kind of crazy. I don't understand how that's possible with how cheap it is. But stranger things have happened. Well, this is a different screw with like a smooth outside, but it does seem like it's kind of shorter. I need either one more of those or 2 more of the others. Man, this is kind of nutty. Like, there are times where I'm like, what would someone do that didn't have 8 years worth of hardware in a nicely organized little kit? Like, would you just not finish the build? There's another one. All right, we're good, I think. These are the ones from in here. All right, let's take a look. I've still got the nerd goggles on. What do you guys think about that? I'm never taking the nerd goggles off, ever. Ooh, baby. These are the right length. Yes. Fan-effing-tastic. So, here's what we've learned. The screw holes on the DJI cameras are much deeper than these walk snail cameras. So you're going to need M3 by 3.5-ish screws. Maybe it comes with it. I got this from someone, so it didn't come with any of the mounting hardware. So maybe the mounting hardware that the walk snail stuff comes with is the exact right length. I certainly hope so. The problem, though, is that the camera manufacturer has no idea how thick these camera plates are going to be. So it's kind of impossible for them to include the exact right screw for all frames. Although I really, there's kind of no reason for them to not include 4 M2 by 3, 4 M2 by 3.5, 4 M2 by 4, and then we're covered. And maybe they did. I doubt it, but maybe they did. Are these too long? No, they're still going in. Hold on. Now we're good. Okay, cool. All right, I'm just going to loosen them up a little bit so that I can adjust the up tilt once it's in there, and so that I can kind of move the plates around a little bit. I just smashed the nerd goggles against the light, and it smashed into my face. Okay, so the camera cable, I think with the camera, I want to go under this. I should have done this before mounting it in the thing. God damn it. This ain't gonna work. Oh, I took a speaker to get refoamed yesterday. There's a place in Smyrna, which is near downtown, that works on that fixes speakers, and they refoamed a driver in my Paradigm subwoofer yesterday for $40, yo. And the dude let me watch him do it. It was really, really cool. They use a very specific rubber cement, and yeah, they refoam speakers. And I let it cure for 24 hours and then fired it up, and all was right with the world. When specifically like subwoofers, because they really push the surround pretty hard, pretty far. When they get old, like 10 to 15 years old, the foam just starts to deteriorate. Even the butyl rubber surrounds will start to deteriorate. So I'm just looking. I need to know what UART this stuff is on. Shit. Come on, baby. Where's that silk screening? Is that a 1? Is that UART 1? All right. Let me do this. I'm gonna pull up the. I'm gonna try to pull up the wiring diagram. Talon F7 FC wiring. And we're going to come in here. Okay, so that's the V1. That should not be the one that we've got. It is not. My USB port is on the opposite side from this. So that's not the one either. That's not the one either. That's not the one either. Come on now. Where's it at? Here it is. Here it is. This is the one. Yeah, see, here's the plug header, and then what? That's not the one either. This isn't the one either. Well, it looked like the... What? C+, C negative, TX3. No, this is the one. This is the one. That's weird. So it is one. UART 1 is going to walk snail, and then on the other side, yeah, this is the one. So UART 1 is going to walk snail, and then it looks like it's UART 6, which is, yeah, UART 6. So 1 for MSP walk snail, 6 for Crossfire. 1 and 6. All right, let's get this mounted back up here. 1 and 6, eh? All right, let me do that right now, actually. While I have a minute. Let's get that settled in the software so that I don't forget about it and jack it all up. It's probably, to be honest, this flight controller has been used before. It's probably already set up for that. But just for the sake of doing it while I'm thinking about it, let's knock it out real quick here. So we're gonna come into Betaflight. Yeah, rest in peace, Heli Nation. Indeed, this is one of my favorite flight controllers of all time. And it was red. I mean, on top of everything else, it was red. What an incredible bonus. Although I will admit, it was not the most durable flight controller. But I mean, it was made by CL Racing, and what would typically fail were the gyros, and that's really no fault on the manufacturer. That's just, you know, we got shit gyros for a while there. Still do. Gyros are such a crapshoot, man. I mean, the fact that they work at all for the amount of punishment that we put them through is pretty phenomenal. So this is on 4.3. That's great. I don't really need to change that. So we're going to go to ports, and UART1 is already on MSP, and then UART6 is already on Serial RX. So we're good. This flight controller was being used on... The flight controller was not the problem, and this rig was running. And it was running on DJI, so it even had the MSP set up. So we're good. I think we're good. We might need to do some kind of a wacky update for Walksnail. I kind of forget the deal with Walksnail, if I'm completely honest. I will need to dive back into that here in a moment. All right. So we're good. We got UARTs 1 and 6 all figured out. Let's finish screwing things down here. Here's what the nerd goggles look like, Quirk. They are fan-fucking-tastic. I am 43, 42, 43, 81, 42. I'm 42 now. I've had better than 20/20 vision my whole life. But right around the time that I turned 40, it started to change. And I need these to work on a lot of the tiny whoop stuff, like the little 30 gauge and even smaller wires. I absolutely need these. They do have like a little LED, and you can put batteries in them, but they become kind of heavy with the batteries in them, and they just kind of, but without the batteries in them, they're really comfortable. Yeah, get you a set of nerd goggles, yo. These are made by Yoctosun. Yoctosun, but if you just go to Amazon and type in, like, magnifying goggles or something like that, you'll find them. Here they are. This is them, Yoctosun, $18. Get you a set, or get some of these other ones. Yeah, there's a million different ones. But yeah, these Yoctosuns work really well. I love them. Mudderson says, if this is Betaflight 4.4, there should be a preset you can pick for HDOSD. That's it, HDOSD, that's right. Nothing special to do for Walksnail than a firmware update. Freeler just says, I'm only a year behind you, but I got some gray. Yeah, I've not been really going very gray. Neither did my dad. My dad did not go gray until pretty late in life, so I should be good for a while. All right. Let's put a couple of nuts on the stack. I don't think I'm going to be able to use a... Also, I need to shrink wrap this to the standoff here. I was about to say that I don't think that I'm going to be able to use nylock nuts, but let's give it a try. Please, no! Teddy, please! No more! No more barking. You're a bad, bad, bad dog. I'm gonna bite your face. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy here. This is kind of a different little setup. I've never used this little shrimp wrap it to the standoff situation, but should be fine. Alright. I should be able to like rotate it around, I should say. Oh, fart. Let me rotate it around now so that I can hit the outside of it with some heat. It seems to have... I might need to do another piece of shrimp wrap though. I had it... Yeah, it kind of shrunk up where I didn't want it to. No, let's just pull it back out. So let's just come like this, and we will pull the shrimp wrap right back out, and then we can re-shrink it down. Look at that. Didn't know you could do that, did you? And I'm going to put the part that shrunk up a little bit too much on top here. And then, yeah, we're good to go. Just enough. Now it's actually kind of better because now it's got a little bit of English on it. Put a little bit of English on it. All right. And let's just get this right where we want it. I think that's about right. And a little bit of heat in there. All right, good to go. That worked out really well. I am actually going to hit that with a heat gun, I think, just to... Well, no, it'll be fine. Hold on. It's fine. Everything's fine. Light your shit on fire, yo. You just gotta keep the flame moving and everything is okay. Jesus. Don't be like me, yo. I will admit, right there, I should have been using a little heat gun. But that's totally fine in there. I'm down with that. It's just holding it up. I kind of wish the shrink wrap had shrunken up a little bit more than that, but what we can do is bring in like a little torchy boy, and this is just gonna send like the hot air over there, so this will be a little bit better. It's not sending actual flames in there, which is nice. You just want to make sure with the torch you don't get it too close. There we go. All right. Do everything with fire. Always do everything with fire. It's better that way. Well, I think... No, the screw's on there, Let's see if... Man, I gotta go back in the screw container. Wait, no, hold on. I got 5 little nylocks sitting right here. I have no idea why, but I'm down. Let's do it. Yeah, little buddies. Oh, these are the oversized ones, aren't they? Why? Why? Why do you exist? Who told you you could exist? And why did you believe them? Okay. Bertels says, nice drone. If that doesn't spin your props, nothing will. Oh, shit. I don't know why I'm keeping these stupid oversized ones, but they can bite me in the ass another day. I'm not dealing with it. We got 1, Come on. 2. 3. Nope, that's an oversized one. 4 maybe? Let's keep going and grab a couple extras. Just to make sure we get a matching set. Drives me absolutely insane when I get a set of nylox that don't quite, like sometimes there'll be like a gray and a black, and that's what I'm going through right now. I've got 3 gray and 3 blacks. I ain't playing that game, yo. Come on. Give me one more. That's a gray one. Excellent. Matching set! Okay, we should be good. Let's see if, I should have checked if these are gonna work. I might need to use a thinner. So these nylock nuts are basically 2.5 or so millimeters tall. This is a job for the Nut Grabber, which is the Amazon affiliate link that you'll hit by going over to CiottiFPV.com. If you don't have a Nut Grabber, you're only hurting yourself. One of these nuts is not the same color. I'm trying really hard to ignore it. It's not working. Oh, I can't do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll go back in here and I'll take the 5 seconds to grab one that's the right color. That's right, damn it. I did it. Nut grabber! Grabbing some nuts. Not fondling, just grabbing. This is a G-rated show. TV 13. See Mike K dropping that magical CiottiFPV.com link. Thank you, homie. All right. It looks like these nylock nuts are going to work. I'm able to screw them on just enough so that the nylon engages to keep them from backing off, and they don't appear to be pushing the flight controller too far down to the point where it's squashing any of the wires. So I think we're good. I believe that I can fly, my friends. I believe that I can touch the sky. Something, 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 night and day. Something, something, fly away. This shrink wrap is not shrinky enough. But maybe it'll be okay. There's really nowhere for it to go. So, like, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess, like, worst case, it could rotate out and get into the props. But here's the thing. I'm going to be running 3-inch props on this. So there's going to be just gobs of room. So, yeah, I think this is okay. It doesn't look great, but I think it's all right. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. We'll see. We'll see how it is. This is good to go. Although I do need to get some VHB on these. Shit, I kind of need to do that now because otherwise these little LED race wires could ground to the carbon fiber arms. Always remember, carbon fiber is conductive. It's not like crazy conductive, but it is still somewhat conductive. So let's real quick just get some VHB on these little guys. These are all the little things that make proper builds take forever, but if you skip this shit, you'll forget about it if you're anything like me. And then you're like, no, fuck it, I'll just fly it. And then you fly it and it catches on fire because the race wire grounded out. And you don't want that. How many alarms do I have on my fucking phone? Blob of V6000 under. That's an interesting idea. Hey, it's 9 o'clock. Go watch some bot grinder. Get the hell out of here. You can stay. I'm gonna throw the top plate on, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Get a little family time. Maggie and I maybe talked about going out. I don't know though. I don't know if she's still into that. She's got so much work to do in her her doctorate program. I always try to like be super respectful of that and not like, you know, because like I want to party all the time, but she's got work to do, and like I don't want to make her feel bad about not being able to party, you know. So I try to be ultra respectful of that and like give her. Like, I always try to give her, like, an out. Like, you know, we can go, but we don't have to. We can go another time. Like, it's all good. I find that to be the best way to kind of balance that. Because, like, you know, I want her to know that, like, I want to go, but I totally understand that right now is not the right time, and that's fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, I'm going to do that 4 more times. But what I want to give you beautiful people is the satisfaction of seeing this thing all screwed together. I do need to figure something out with this camera cable to make sure that it doesn't peek its way out and get into the propellers. But I like that it's got a little bit of retention down under there. This crossfire wire is completely fine. So we've got a little top plate action here, which is going to link in with these, the front of the camera cage. And now, shit, where are all the screws? Are these the screws for it? This is like an early gen AOS 3.5, and these screws are like M1.3 for some ungodly reason. So yeah, this part kind of sucks, but we'll at least get a couple of them in here. I think this is the right driver for this. Yep. Yeah, M1.3. Very weird. Very, very weird. But hey, at least there's 8 of the damn things. Apparently this driver is not magnetic. That's maddening. Okay. Look at that, yo. AOS 3.5, again, part 3. We'll see if it runs this time for more than a couple of batteries. I'm on a hot streak of ESCs blowing up on this rig. I don't quite know why, but I've got one more ESC that I can try after this one, if this one blows up. Right now I can't get the camera into the bottom slot, so I'm loosening the camera screws. There we go. Now that's in there. I can tighten the camera screws back up a little bit. A couple more screws here. Just throw the front ones in to really pull the top plate down. Oh, now it's not sitting even. Come on now. There we go. God, I hate vertical carbon mounting, camera mounting plates. Just put a fucking TPU loop on the front standoffs, people. Come on. Help me help you. All right, yo, look at this. Let's get it on a scale without propellers, but there are propeller screws. So go ahead and weigh a set of 3-inch propellers, and then add that number to the weight of this thing, and you'll have an all-up weight. My guess is going to be like an extra 6 grams, I'm going to say, for 4 3-inch propellers. I could be wrong, but could also be right. Whew, M1.3 screws. What a terrible idea. They feel like they're going to strip out at any moment. Okay, let me move this capacitor down as far as it'll go. Look at that. That's an AOS 3.5. All screwed together. This one screw is really fighting me for some reason, and I don't want to go cranking on it because it's so small it'll just strip out. But look at this thing, man. Look at this. It's back. It's back. Now I'm going to use VHB for the motor wires to stick these jibby jabbies down. I just have 3 more to do. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that. All right. Do I have enough extra motor wire here? It appears that I do. How about here? Yep, definitely. And there, for sure. What's it weigh, yo? Walk Snail, 20 by 20 flight controller and ESC. These are Axis 1404 motors. A little bit of TPU. 152.9 grams. 153. Right on the nose. 153. Compared to a Ripsqueak with 1404s and a Runcam hybrid, which is at 141 point something, call it 142. So 142 versus 153, extra 10 grams. That makes sense. It's a bigger frame versus a really lightweight Ripsqueak at 148. Why is that one so heavy? So there you go. There's a couple of weights for you, yo. How the hell is the non-Runcam hybrid Ripsqueak so much? Oh, because it's on 1505s. Okay, yeah. That last Ripsqueak I weighed is on big old 1505 motors. That's why it's heavier. So yeah, there we go with that. Let's hook up a battery and see what happens. Let's see if the motors will spin up. I don't see why they wouldn't. But I don't know if I have a single battery charged. Let's use... Shit. Really? I discharged every single battery after that Denver gig. Every single one. Oh, come on now. Really? There has to be one. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous right now. Well, let's just pretend like this one's not at storage charge, and then we'll pretend like it's somewhat fully charged. Vifly smoke stopper is the only one that actually works. Make sure you use it every single time. So we're gonna hook that up. We're gonna hook this up, and let's see if it plays the song of our people. Hey! And it's not on fire. Great success. Let's give it full voltage and see if we can blow it up. Full voltage coming! No magic smoke. All right, let's hook it up to Betaflight, see if the motors will spin. I think they will. This was a working flight controller, and this was a working ESC. So let's come in here to motors, and let's just do this real quick. Hey! It's the wrong motor, but it's spinning. Yep. Cool. Beautiful! So we're going to reorder the motors. We understand the risks. We're going to start. So that is left front. That is right front. That is left rear. That is right rear. And we're going to save. Oh, God! It just blew up. What was that? What the hell just happened? What? Well, there's... This is weird. What is this from? It looks like a screw broke off. What the hell was that about? What was that? You guys heard that, right? Oh yeah, wow. One of the heads of the screws broke off on the bottom. But why? Oh man, I wonder if one of the race wires grounded out on the frame. That was kind of dumb of me. Let's just give it full voltage again. Seems okay. The race wires are not sitting down on the frame anymore. So for FPV with a $5 Australian super chat. I'm going to read it in 1 second. Let me see if this thing grenaded. Nope. Seems to be all right. Let's do the motor direction thing. Do it on the wizard. Start and spin. All right. Motor 1 is good. Motor 2 is wrong. Let's reverse it. Motor 3 is wrong. Let's reverse it. Motor 4 is correct. Stop motors. Close. And... Alright, we do not need the motors tab or full voltage anymore. Man, what the fuck was that, man? That was like a big pop. And crackle. Weird. Let's check the gyro. So we are nose down, nose up, left, right, yaw left, yaw right. Yeah, it thinks it's upside down. Let's calibrate the accelerometer so this thing flattens out. Okay, that's a little bit better. So nose down, nose up, left, right, yaw left, yaw right. Okay, so we're good. Ports tab, everything is fine. Config. Power and battery. Leave it alone. PIDs, let's just back them off. They're already backed off. All right, PIDs look to be okay. Motor output 100%. My rates are in there. Filters are pretty aggressive. Let's leave the... No, they're not. No, they're not. The filters are okay. Let's see what happens, man. Let's throw the battery on top. Let's throw some props on it, and let's just see what happens. Maybe it... I'm gonna give it one shot. I'm gonna give it one try. If it is acting weird, we'll bail. I don't even know if this crossfire is bound. I have to assume that it is. But I could totally be wrong. Okay, if I put the battery like this. Nope. I'm going to put the battery over here like that. And then this can... No. This battery wire is kind of weird the way that it's sitting in here. I'll do it like this. So this is an imperfect battery mounting, but that's fine. Yeah, look at this, yo. The head. This is why M2 screws are a terrible idea. That is the head of that screw. Look how awful that is. It just broke off, and now that is going to be a motherfucker to get out of there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that out. So, yeah, that's going to suck a big bag of donkeys. Oh, is that where the weirdness happened? Was it the capacitor shorting to this standoff, I wonder? I wonder if that's what was going on there. Man, that sucks. But hey. Where's the 1.5 mil driver? There it is. Okay. What Edison says, that's what you get when you raw dog it. Oh man, I can't I have to put the VHB on these. I can't just go raw dogging it up in the air with the race wire LEDs potentially touching the carbon. That don't work. Okay. Always raw dog it, friends. Never raw dog it, friends. Never, never. Never, ever. Come on, get in there. Get up. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, let's get this guy dropped down here. There we go. All right, perfect. And there we are. All right, and chop a little bit off the end there. Come on. Go, go, go. Get. There we go. All right, come on, get off there, wax paper. Is it wax paper? Oh, no, it's just plastic. There we go. Okay. And one last one on motor number 2. Coming at you. Same kind of deal. When this VHB on these gets a little bit of heat in it, the first time you hammer the throttle, the VHB does a really good job at keeping the racer LEDs stuck down to the arms. Okay. Snip the tip. And there we go. This is a great home for these Axis 1404s. I didn't know what to do with them after I ran them head to head with the T-Motor 1404s and couldn't tell a difference. Axis motors seem to have more of an emphasis put on durability. And if that's the case, that's kind of perfect for this. So I'm kind of excited about that. All right, brothers. We are now safe. I just need to find a set of 3-inch propellers. Whatever will I do about that? What am I gonna do? Do I have any? I have a couple sets. A couple sets somewhere. I can find them. Why is there only... Where's the 4th set of motor screws still in the motor? Alright, let's put this away. All right. And I probably just have like a whatever set floating somewhere. I don't even care. Give me whatever, anything, any 3-inch set of props, so I don't have to go digging in the bag full of them. Really? I'm gonna have to go in the big bag with them? No, here we go. There's a set right here with screws in them. These are the Gemfan 3052s. They are some of my favorites. Yes, they are very pitchy, although the 52 is not the actual pitch. The pitch is less than 52. I want to say it's maybe 35 or 38 or so. But yeah, it's less than 52 pitch. You can look it up on Gemfan's website. If you ever want the real pitch of a propeller, of a Gemfan propeller, make sure you look on their website. Wow, this is starting to strip out. I don't love that, but I just want to get this thing rolling at the moment, so we'll be all right. All right. There we go. Okay. Come on, get in there. Get in there. There we go. I don't know what screws these are, but they are prone to stripping. Well, I'm cautiously optimistic here. I really hope that this doesn't just rocket up into the ceiling and slam through the subfloor and kill the family, and then rocket out the roof and light the building on fire. But man, the way that this cursed build has been going, I don't know. But we are going to find out in like 1 second, because I got these props somewhat screwed on here. I'm going to pull that in like that. Okay. So, I'm not going to really put this on tight. Just going to kind of get it on there. Just enough. I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to figure something out with these wires. This is not a great situation, but we should be okay. All right, I need the crossfire module. So let's grab that and diamond antenna. And so this is on walks now, so I won't be able to feed you guys any video, but I can point the one bench cam back here like this, and I'll take it off the ground over here so that you guys can see the mayhem. All right, yo, let's see if it'll hover. Transmitter on. And contact! All right. Battery warning. I know. All right, let's see if it links up to Crossfire real quick. First, hey, that's a good sign. Let's make sure everything's spinning the right direction. I'm in turtle mode. We want no thrust. Everything is good. Let's see what happens. Arming. Good to go. Oh, that's acting weird. There it is! Quiet. All right, let me not grenade this battery. It hovers, yo! This battery's at storage voltage. It might even be a little bit less than storage voltage, so I don't want to push it. Damn! works and it's not all fucking angry and stupid and annoying. Hey! Boy, is it gonna suck trying to get that screw out of the fucking frame, though. I mean, that screw is in a standoff, so I should be able to pull the standoff, and I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be very annoying. Get your asses over and watch some bot grinder, yo. Danzilla the Terrible with a 25 Canadian dollars super chat. He says, for the healthcare fund as promised. Thank you, brother. Let's get that updated. I'm gonna assume that 25 Canadian is roughly 20 American, so we're gonna go to 69.6. Look at us go. More perverted numbers. The more perverted numbers, the better. I'm gonna check the voltage on this, make sure I didn't hurt it. And just out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm going to pull. Oh, I see what happened. So this was the screw that was really difficult for me to put in, and it must have over-tightened the bottom screw and popped the head off. I mean, regardless, using conical M2 screws is a pretty poor idea, but hey, what do I know? I just work here. So yeah, the top part is off, but now the bottom of that, I don't know why I thought this would be easy. I'm gonna have to take the whole top plate off because the screw is down through, and I'm gonna have to like pull the top plate up and pull the standoff up and over. For the time being, I'm going to put this screw back in the top of it and just ignore it. Because... Oh, Christ. Yeah, there's something screwed up with this standoff or this screw. This screw is not wanting to, like, tighten into it properly. But it's back together. Now it just needs the walk snail system to get figured out. And I don't have it in me to do that right now. The damn thing hovers, and that's enough. I am happy. I gotta figure this battery lead situation out. The black lead is far too long. Look at that, man. AOS 3.5 finally working. Jesus, hell ass balls. Only took 3 ESCs. Thank you for hanging out, my friends. Be good. I'll see you Sunday. Have an awesome Friday night. Thank you for the support. Those of you that supported... Those of you that have supported me tonight. Who joined the Patreon? Who joined the Patreon? Nobody did. I told you guys to do it, and you didn't listen, you bastards. Somebody join the Patreon, and you'll make me a happy man tonight. You can get on there for as little as $3 a month. Why is this so... What the fuck is going on here? What? OBS, really? Come on now. Get your shit together. Is it because this one website has 18,000 pop-ups? Sure is. Yeah, now we're good. Weird. All right, friends, here's a little bit more flying with some epidemic sounds. Hopefully this song doesn't suck. I'll see you guys on Sunday at 3. Have an excellent night. That ain't the one. This'll work. Later, friends. Thanks for hanging. Be good, or else. Oh, this song's okay. I'm down with this. Later, people.